This is a glimpse into my life. Life with Eric.
Eric's here.
And I'm Kiley.
And I'm Eric.
Okay, I think we know who you are.
Oh.
And just like that, we're back to reality. Dog chewing and all.
I know, the dog chewing his bones so freaking loud, it's going to mess this whole podcast up.
I'm pretty sure that is not what is going to mess this up.
Is that, hey, you want to start the podcast? You're not going to say we just made it back from Hawaii last night?
Yeah, just like that, we're back to reality.
I know. And what do we do tonight for dinner?
Went to Los Compadres.
Right, we missed it so much.
After 10 days, you just needed Los Compadres.
Yeah, now they should be sponsoring us. That's what we were just talking about, sponsors.
Right, we do frequent there every week.
Right. I'm going to hit them up again, for sure.
Okay.
We're back from Hawaii. You're looking a little healthier. You're not as butt white when we left.
Right back at you,
and
dude.
Right back at me. I'm looking a little tan, but you said I was laying there in Hawaii, and you said you're really tan.
Yes, your chest is real dark.
I know. Why?
I just use your genetics.
I use 50.
I don't know.
And I go to the dermatologist, which I got to go on Tuesday.
You just have like leather skin.
Yeah, they call me Leather. Captain Leather.
Leatheric.
We got back from Maui. We flew back on Southwest Airlines, which I always have my doubts about, but it went pretty good.
I know. We had zero issues this time.
And somehow we checked in. We got A group. So
no, the way home, not the way there.
Yeah, the way there we were screwed.
Yeah, somehow we were like A4 and 5, which is, I don't even understand.
On the way there, we scammed it and family board with Mark and Mel.
We did.
Which was pretty good.
Oh, my God, that was nice.
And then River family board with them on the way back, so that was good.
Thanks, Mark and Mel, for letting us family board with you.
Yep. We went to Maui for a wedding. The wedding was at the end of our trip. The wedding was a big success.
Right, yes.
Everybody's married.
Yep.
And everybody's happy. Seems like it.
Probably tired, but happy.
Tired. I'm tired now.
I'm tired.
God, I can't even.
Exhausting.
I know. I can't even kick out of it right now.
I'm like real impressed with myself though, because I came home last night and unpacked.
I know why.
I don't know.
I was like, why are you doing that? Just stop.
Because it's Easter today, and I knew that I was gonna like need my makeup and stuff in the morning, and so I'm like, well, I might as well. I did like the bathroom stuff, and then I was like, well, you're like, well, I don't even know what you're watching basketball or something. I don't know. I was like, well, I might as well just do this one too, and then this one, and
I don't think I was watching basketball.
I don't know.
Last night.
What were you watching?
I was watching something until late, and I can't remember what it was.
You were watching something, and then you started watching American Idol.
Oh, yeah.
But you were watching something before that.
Really, when I watch American Idol, I get a tear in my eye. I think a lot of people do.
I'm not sure.
They do, like, sentimental stories.
Well, they want that.
Where, like, this girl was adopted. Her real mom wants her to be famous as a singer. And
because they want you to keep watching to see their story. So they suck you in that way.
Right. They all have stories. But now it's
They're
Hollywood
manipulating
week.
Your emotions.
Yeah, those of you that are American Idol fans, it's Hollywood week this week.
Exciting.
And it's Hollywood week for them, and it's Hollywood week for us. We're back on track with the podcast.
I mean, I'm not sure if it's Hollywood week for us. But
yes.
But okay.
It's religious day, Easter.
Or Easter.
Or they call it Easter.
Right. Religious day.
We went to, was it Palm Sunday in Maui?
We did.
And
that was the first me. I've never been to church on vacation. Ever.
Vacation?
Yeah. In a different location. Yeah.
Oh, well, there. Now you're blessed.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
You're very blessed, dear.
I feel blessed.
Yeah, the church we went to in Maui, it's all open, and they have every church has a Jesus nailed onto the cross.
Right.
And everybody can see him. This one has it kind of hovering over on ropes over the altar.
Well, they like that at our church, too. It's in the same place. They're always in the same place.
Usually they're behind the altar.
No, at Rosalima, it's hanging.
But this Jesus was tan and buffed out.
I mean, well, made of wood, first of all. So he was a tanned wood.
Yeah, he was made of wood and tan, and he had a six-pack and some.
And he was ripped.
Biceps and triceps and stuff.
He was like a yoke to Jesus.
Right, he wasn't hungry. I'll tell you that. He had eaten lots of beef and everything.
I don't know if they had beef.
Maybe not on Friday.
Right. That was kind of one of the first things I noticed. I was like, whoa, Jesus
works out. That's what I said.
Yes.
Yeah, I wish I looked like Jesus.
I wish you looked like Jesus.
Right, when I see that, I wish I looked like Jesus.
Did you pray for that?
I don't want to look like Jesus in the church in Reno. I want to look like Jesus in the church in Hawaii.
Right.
Work
on that.
I mean, I don't know if this is sacrilegious or whatever, but if he's that buff and all, he can hang there for a long time.
Well, he only hung there for like 3 days, I think.
Well, I think that Jesus hung there longer because he looked healthy.
He did look healthy.
He looked very healthy. He looked like he was enjoying
it.
He actually looked like he was enjoying it.
What we saw in Hawaii was the beginning, and then what we see in Reno is the end.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
I mean, it looked like he was having a good old time.
I mean, I don't
hate
think
to
he was
say
having
it,
a
but-
good old time.
Yeah. You freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger
When
up
you're
there.
nailed to a cross, I don't think it's fun.
I don't know.
You don't know? You can imagine.
Well, I mean, yeah, it would be pretty bad, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna get struck down. For
you are
just
totally,
even saying
especially
this.
for like the
On
Catholic
Easter
that
Day.
you are. You
Right,
should
they-
know all this.
on Easter Day too.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, we really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed staring at that Jesus. And
I was getting distracted in church because there was a woman like a couple rows in front of us that was very tan.
She was real tan.
I was
yeah.
like, and she was not like a native. She was
No,
like,
she was a tourist or
Yes.
a local that lives there, and just
and
lays
I was
out in
like,
the sun all the
holy
time.
cow, this woman is very tan.
Well, I know a guy that works for my dad, and he's got
He
like
looks-
leather skin. He
yes.
almost looks purple, and he's been to the dermatologist. He's never had
Which
skin
is great.
cancer or nothing.
Good for him.
You would think for sure that guy never even wore sunscreen.
Maybe all the sunblock is mutating our skin cells.
Speaking of sunblock,
yeah.
here's what pissed me off about Hawaii. So we didn't bring the appropriate amount of sunblock.
Okay, well,
we should bring.
I did for you and I.
Yeah, but the kids always want it and stuff and everything.
But I kind of figured since the kids knew they were in their own condo, they were kind of doing their thing, that they might kind of, bring their own sunblock. Considering like all of them live by themselves now, I kind of thought maybe they'll bring their own sunblock.
The answer is no.
Right.
But anyway, so when you get sunblock in Hawaii, I guess it's a new law that has to
It
be
is.
mineral sunblock, which
Yes.
basically mineral in so
Zinc.
many
It's
words means you put it on, you look like somebody painted you white, and you look like Casper the
Because
Ghost.
it's like zinc.
So it's not good
like
looking
pure zinc.
sunscreen.
Hawaii
you
doesn't
look
care if
pretty
you
bad.
look good.
You need to look good.
They don't care. They want their waters and their reefs.
I'll tell you what,
to
that
look good.
Jesus that was hanging there would never have put that sunscreen on.
They didn't have. He would have because he used minerals.
It looked like he didn't use any sunscreen, that Jesus.
Right. So nobody wanted to use the mineral sunblock.
Right. And you could tell the tourist, and Skylar's big thing was like, if you put that mineral sunscreen on, everybody's going to know you're a tourist.
Well, not necessarily.
Because it's pasty white. Like
It is a little pasty.
River had it on his back. I would have to like scrape it off with a butter knife. Like, I mean, it's definitely, I guess, protect your skin, but.
Or I mean, you're protecting the coral reefs as well.
But yeah, but it had a whole thing
don't
about it
know.
in the condo. It's a law
Right.
as of 2022.
Yeah, it was a whole thing in
Yeah.
the condo thing, which you
And it
didn't
protects,
read.
and it protects the core. Yeah, I read. I did.
Not until like 3 days later when I told you.
Well, I mean, you read it to me.
When I said, no, it's a thing. I read it.
Right. That's how I read. Through you.
Right.
I say, read this, Kylie. Isn't it, the other day I grabbed something. I said, here, read this to
Yeah,
me.
you did.
Well, I'm here, and then I go, read this to me.
Yes, you did.
What was it?
Oh, what
I
was
had
it
you
that
something. I
read?
said, read it to
Yeah.
me. I just looked at it, and I too
Oh,
lazy.
it was the mail.
Oh, it was the mail. I was too lazy to read. Oh, it was from the tax assessor office. I was too lazy to read it. So I go, here, Kylie, read this to me.
You opened it and
What
said,
does
read
this
this
mean?
to me.
And then I opened another one. Can you read this one to me too?
That's sad.
Right. You're like what's that, that app you have on the phone where it's a translator? That's you. I don't need the app on the phone.
Nice.
I
You
have
just need me
Kylie.
to read for you?
Yeah. Kylie, read this to me. Now, what does this say?
Right. That's pretty much what I'm here for.
And I don't even try.
You don't try.
No, on some of the things I get so lazy about reading, I don't really want to try. And some
I
things
believe that.
And some things I read.
But then some things you'll read like 17 times to all of us. And we're like, got it the first 2 times.
Right.
Right.
That's if I don't understand it, I'll read it again.
Why do you read it to us that many times?
Yeah, I have no idea. Who's us? You and
Like,
Nora Jones?
No, and like the kids and stuff.
Oh, right. I repeat.
Yeah.
Yep.
So-
Our plane rides were pretty good.
You discovered.
Someone was ripping ass next to me, though. I
Are
don't
you sure
know.
that wasn't you?
Yeah, I know when it's me, and I would admit it.
You discovered
I
the
sit on it and
emergency
muffle
exit
it.
row.
Yeah, we
This
sat in the
trip.
emergency exit row, which was real wide.
You liked that.
Except if you go to the one with 2 seats behind us, was real narrow
Right.
again, and I had to educate you on that.
You did.
Yeah. No, it irritated me. There's someone went in the bathroom up front on the plane, so they have a little thing that says
I don't think anyone
has an
was in
X on
there
there.
because I did not see
someone
anybody
was blowing
walk.
ass in there probably because I
I
don't
don't
know. They wouldn't go out of there. They have a black or red X on there, and then when no one's in there, it's
Empty, or
it's
there's not lit up.
It was lit up forever, so I was going to go complain to the stewardess
I don't
and
know.
say, get
I
those gross. Then I didn't want to go in there anyway because there people are gross coming out of there.
I waited about 5 people and then I went in.
Yeah, you got to be brave to go in those
It
bathrooms.
was fine. They actually have I'm wondering if someone was in there and they had that in there for this reason.
Oh, maybe.
But there's like a special like airplane air freshener they use.
in the lavatories.
Yeah, it was in there as in a spray bottle.
Oh, Why would they
I
they'd
just-
have some kind of major suction to
It was
suck
it was
the
so,
shit
like
smell
like
out?
jet setter spray or something jet in the name.
I mean, to tell you the truth, the airplane bathrooms they're a little gross, but they don't
never
smell.
smell
They never
bad.
smell bad. So they must
Yeah.
have some kind of freshener or air pumping in there.
Although
or
I
something,
did go to
like
the
fresh
bathroom
air.
after a kid, and he did not flush.
I've never seen that before in a plane.
He was a kid. Yeah,
Like a
I
shit?
think he was scared. No, it was. Well, it had toilet paper though, but it looked like just pee.
Oh.
But he did not flush.
Imagine you just see like a dry
think-
dock in there.
I think he was scared.
I'd be
I
out of
think he
there.
was scared to flush.
Well, those flushes are loud.
They are.
I mean, they're really loud in there. People go and have sex in those bathrooms.
I don't think they
Mile
do
High
anymore.
Club.
I don't think they do anymore. Those things are way too small. I think back in the day when they were
Right.
bigger.
I can't even see us both fitting in there really.
Right.
very
I don't
well.
think that it happens anymore.
That they started making the bathrooms smaller because everybody was
I
having sex in them.
guarantee that's part of it.
No.
Yes.
Huh. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe someday, dear.
Maybe.
If I live till I'm 180,
Probably
maybe
not on
it'll
a
have.
commercial plane.
Yeah, maybe it'll have.
but
What do you mean on a? That's where you do it on the commercial plane.
I don't want to do it on a
That's half the
commercial
challenge.
plane. Ugh.
Yeah, that's half the challenge.
I don't think you can do it.
According to a friend of mine, when you go overseas, the bathrooms are bigger. Like you can turn around in them.
Okay, and those probably if you're like first class, yeah.
Lay down on the floor in the bathroom and do it.
There's like Air France or something that has like a shower. And if you're like first class, you get like a 15-minute increment to use the shower.
I didn't know that. I think this light just moved.
I think you did too.
Kylie, keep
Nora
talking. I'm
pull
going to
it?
adjust the light. I'm adjusting the light. You
Okay.
keep talking.
No, yeah. So some there's some intense airplanes that you can like take a shower and get ready, and they give you pajamas and slippers, and
That's cool.
yeah. I mean, it's not like they give you a time limit on water, so you
Do
don't
they give you rubbers for the bathroom?
ew. So you
Do people
don't.
say rubbers anymore?
I don't think so.
Oh.
So you only get like 5 minutes in the shower, so like it's quick, and their hot water runs
And then you
out.
got to take a shower after another person?
I mean, yeah, they probably clean
Probably
it.
pubes. How do they clean it between people? No, there's probably pubes
You
in
have
there.
time frames. You'd get freaking go swimming in a locker room and shower every day. Come on.
I'm sure there's pubes stuck all over me.
That's disgusting.
You know what's gross when you're on the swim team and stuff? All you see is boogers and floating around and everything. It's so gross. And then sometimes you have hair stuck to your face and stuff.
Similar to that booger that was stuck to your back the other day when you asked me to put sunblock on.
What do you mean? Who has a booger stuck to their back?
I'm
And
not
don't say it's
sure,
me
But
because
it
this.
was you.
Why would I have a booger on my back?
I'm guessing that you picked your nose
One
and
of my
maybe
kids wiped it on my back.
I mean, that could
Wasn't
happen
me.
as well.
Why would I wipe my own booger on my
I'm
back?
thinking you didn't mean to
On my
wipe on your
skin.
back. I'm thinking you didn't know it was on your finger and like you touched your back.
There's no way.
Well, where'd it come from?
I don't know what that was.
It was a
it was
booger,
probably
I
a piece of dead
guarantee you.
skin.
No, it wasn't because you picked it off because I wouldn't touch it, and you're like, huh?
If someone heard you say that walking down the road, they'd think you're insane. Or they
You put booger on your
on my back. Did you put the sunscreen around the booger?
No, I made you pick it off. Otherwise, I would have.
I did pick it off, and I was like, how'd that get on my back?
That does look like a
Like,
booger.
what- it looked like one, but I doubt it was.
I'm pretty sure it was.
It's probably you.
Why would I know?
I don't know where to put this. Let me wipe it on his back.
I don't
you
really
touch
have
my
boogers
back
in
like you're being all
Hawaii.
nice to me, and you wipe a booger on it.
No. Why would I all of a sudden, after all these years, do that?
I have no idea.
Because I didn't.
I don't know. But anyway, that sunscreen, that thick ass sunscreen is no good.
I mean, well, it is good. It's just not fun to visually
Yeah,
wear.
so I'm just telling everybody right now, if you go on vacation, I heard Key West is like this too, or spots in Florida have the mineral one for the reef.
Because
So
the
just
reefs.
bring
yeah.
your own, unless you're really reef conscious, bring your own sunscreen.
Right.
Yeah.
Which ours is reef friendly, but not that reef friendly, apparently.
It make it pasty so it doesn't come off your skin.
No,
I
no,
guess,
it's
is why.
the type of zinc that's in there.
Yeah. But they say, during the pandemic when a lot of people didn't go to Hawaii and a lot of people
When,
didn't
like,
go to
nobody, you mean?
Thailand. Yeah. Well, like they say in Thailand where it's real pretty and everybody
They
goes.
said in Hawaii
They
it
said
did
all
too.
the wildlife came back.
The
and
reefs all came
the
back
reefs came
and-
back and the more fish came in and everything else. So I guess it is true. So burn to a crisp. In the old days, the reefs were great. No
You're
one wore
not
sunscreen.
going to burn to a crisp. You're just not going to look as great on the beach.
I want to burn to a crisp. I would look good on the beach.
I
Or that
I
white
don't
shit.
believe that because you're a hypochondriac and they'll think that you're being dying the whole time.
I'll just roll around in boogers. And I want to know what sun won't get through it. I'll hang next to you and you flick all your boogers on me. It's disgusting. Mom, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to talk about that. I didn't mean to talk about the bathroom either.
Lies.
My mom and dad sit by the bathrooms
I know.
on Hawaiian
and
Airlines.
they just judge everybody
on
going in and
purpose.
out of the bathrooms.
Yeah, they go, once the people have toilet paper stuck to them when they come out.
Oh, my God.
And then they say, no one smells. She was fat and gross and ugly, but she didn't smell.
Right. And if a pretty girl goes in, she's like, oh, my God, that poor girl.
Yeah, if a real good-looking person goes in, she goes, oh, my God, I can't believe I have to go in after those gross people. But they actually sit next to the I would sit as far away from the bathroom as I possibly can.
Good-looking girls shit, too.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they do.
In the airplane bathroom?
Okay, maybe not then. Well,
no,
maybe.
because they probably are constipated. They can't go. Speaking of that, that's a big issue in Hawaii with the girls.
I think it's just traveling. I don't
Boys
think
can
it's Hawaii
shit anywhere.
itself. I think it's a travel.
Women cannot poop.
It's like a travel constipation.
They get Miralax. They get every lax you can think of, every pill you can think of, because no one can take a shit.
Yeah, it's travel constipation.
Wonder why that is.
Uh-huh.
Is it nerves?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, I've been on a trip when I can't take a shit.
Because
and then you finally
I've been with
then you get home and you take a shit.
Yeah, I've been with you, traveled with you for 12 years. I'm not afraid to take a shit in front of you. I would take a shit on you.
Please never do that. That's disgusting.
Your visual reaction was amazing.
I know. I'm going to throw up. It's gross. No one wants that.
So I'm not like nervous to do it. I don't know. Can't go.
Oh, you want to do it, actually.
Oh, yeah, I do.
But it won't come out.
Nope.
But it seems like every girl.
It is like a lot.
Why is it not guys?
I don't know.
You guys just don't talk about it.
No, because you've never had it. You just go all the time.
Right. But I've had it before where it's been a couple days, but I don't take anything. It just happens.
Yes, I was normal. I had it, and we did it had been a few days, but it was getting to the point where it was a little bit too long. And we decided to get a laxative, but we're like, let's get the fast-acting one because it's 15 minutes to an hour.
That's what you should do.
Right, but you have to stick it.
It's like a pellet you stick in your asshole.
Right.
Does it dissolve?
I don't. Yes.
It's like a piece of butter.
Yeah.
Like a butter pellet.
Well, I don't know. We didn't open it. We bought it. And
it looked like a piece of butter.
It's like
a butter bullet.
It's like my colon was like, oh, you're going to come in hot. And then I didn't need it. But you really wanted me to try it. And you also really wanted to insert it.
Why would I what? Why would I say that or do that? Why would you tell the people that? The masses that?
Right. You were like, yeah. I jokingly was like, do you want to put it in? And you were like, yeah. And I was like, oh, I thought you were joking.
We should unveil something that's pretty funny. Kids, plug your ears. This is not for you. Remember that one time I shoved the ice cube in my asshole?
Also in Hawaii?
Yeah. Kylie's like, I dare you to put one of these in there.
I didn't think you would so easily accept that challenge, but you did.
It's real cold when it goes in there.
Right.
It's like real cold. And then it pooped out.
Well, it shot out.
Yeah, it shot out.
So you pooped it out.
Well, I mean, yeah, kind of. Who does that?
Apparently, you will do it on a dare.
Yeah, it's ice cold.
Ice cold.
I recommend anybody that's never done that, just do it one time.
I mean, it's not going to hurt you, yeah.
Not a baby ice either. I'm talking a cube.
It was a nice cube, yeah.
It was
like from a tray.
It was kind of a cylinder.
It was like those old school trays.
Yeah, they were long. They were cubes, yeah. I'm not talking nugget ice. Don't be a wuss. Dude, nugget ice.
Use a whole cube.
Use a
normal
whole cube. Use one of those ones where you put in old fashions, those big 2-inch ones that we got Chris for his birthday.
Yes.
If you could put a 2-inch one up there, you're really a man.
Yikes.
Some kind of a man.
You're really a man.
These two probably do that once in a while.
This segment of Life with Eric is brought to you by
430 National,
Great American Storage,
America,
and Reno Yard
for all your outdoor storage needs. The day before the wedding, they didn't have like a rehearsal dinner, but everybody was invited to come down and watch the sunset, and bring a drink down, and we were celebrating Skylar's birthday the day before because her birthday was on the wedding. So I had this great idea about going to buy a bunch of water balloons.
Yeah, you did.
And I kept talking about it. Everybody kept giving me shit. And who had tons of fun doing it?
No, I didn't say it was fun. I just said I am not filling up all those water balloons.
Right, and the kids did it. And so I said, fill up 40 water balloons, and everybody's going to pick a partner, and you start out 5 feet apart, and everybody takes a step back, and you keep passing. Unfortunately, the game lasted about 5 minutes. But
it was fun when it lasted.
It was fun, and Terry sent a really cool picture with the water balloons.
Picture.
Yeah, but in the back of that picture that I noticed was this giant yacht,
black yacht,
black yacht that was sitting out in front of Maui for a few days.
Yeah.
And then someone spread the rumor that it
That
was
would be
J-Lo
Marcus.
and Ben. Yeah, Marcus said that's J-Lo and Ben Affleck. And when you say J-Lo and Ben Affleck are on that yacht, it takes about 2.5 seconds for 100 people to know.
Well, he also told your mom and dad. So guess that just
oh my God,
spread like
J-Lo's
wildfire.
on that. Ben Affleck's on that.
I went to him and I was like, "Are you? Or did you make that up?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "I won't say anything." But
It sounded great there. Everybody's like, "No
I just
way."
wanted to confirm this.
Like, how would he know that unless you saw?
Well, that's what I'm
pictures?
like. You're not on
You can see
Instagram
you
or
can see
something. How
internet
do you know
pictures.
this?
Yeah, you can see internet
Stalking
pictures.
J-Lo? How do you know this?
I don't know. All I know is they look nice and clean. They didn't have that white sunscreen on. They have nice sunscreen on the freaking on the yacht. But then we found out.
Yeah.
We found out it was Larry Ellison.
We think
the owner of Oracle.
Large chance it was him.
Yeah, it was him.
Or some like Italian somebody.
Yeah, some Italian somebody. Is J-Lo Italian?
No.
Yeah. So.
But it was quite a large boat.
Yeah, and they kept like having a little dinghy.
Because it can only go in so far because they'll hit rocks.
So I'm like, oh, they're probably coming into
coming to
go to the boat
dinner,
ramp and going to dinner
Four
or whatever.
Seasons or something.
That yacht was big. It was over 160 feet long.
It was 54.9 meters.
Right, that's 100.
I don't know what that means.
Well, times 3, times it by 3.
I don't know how many. Oh, okay.
So
There's
54
3 meters
times
in a
3,
foot.
yeah.
Got it.
And so it's 150, 160, up to 160 feet long.
That's a large boat.
Right.
Right.
But that didn't have Jay. Well, could have had him on. Marcus might have known something. But I think it's funny. You could have said anybody in here, but George Clooney's on there. The rumor starts flying.
We should have told you it was like somebody your mom really liked. That would have been funny.
What if we told you it was the Kardashians on there? You'd believe
No,
that.
I wouldn't be as excited about that.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't keep up with the Kardashians as much.
I bet you the bathrooms on the yacht are a lot nicer than airplane bathrooms.
Absolutely. They're probably nicer than our bathroom.
Right.
Right. I bet they are.
They probably have those toilets that you know.
The Totos?
The Totos, the warm and cool toilets or whatever.
Yep, and it cleans you.
I sat on one of those one time in Montana. Oh, no, Maine. In Maine, I sat on one.
No, that's just because Chris was on it for like 5 minutes before you.
Oh, okay. No, but it's a little creepy.
No, it wasn't warmer.
When you're that warm, it's a little creepy because you're thinking of like, oh my God, this thing is toasty. Like, why is it toasty? It's kind of creepy.
But if you know it's like a heater, it's still creepy. I didn't go to the bathroom, so I didn't sit on it.
Oh, I did. But yeah.
Obviously, you and Chris both went number 2 in that whiskey bar.
I did not.
Why'd you sit on it then?
I just wanted to. That's true. I didn't think about that. Why did I sit on it? I felt it with my hand. That's even grosser. Who touches their hand? Who touches their hand to the toilet? But anyway, I don't think I'd even buy one of those. I don't care about that much.
You don't sit that much.
I sit.
You don't wake up in the middle of the night and have to sit down to go pee.
No. So maybe it's more for girls or whatever.
Right. I think it would be more for girls.
I never noticed toilet seats being that cold. And I don't know.
That's because you don't sit very often.
I don't think about it.
You sit like once a day. I sit like 20 times a day.
You pee 20 times a day?
Probably.
Oh.
From morning till night, yeah.
Okay.
You don't? Drink more water.
Yeah, right. I'm peed since we got back. So
I'm a little dehydrated as well. I've only peed like 3 times today.
So I'm drinking soda. I'm drinking soda water right now during the podcast.
Not healthy.
In my drink glass. One of the nights we were there, Monday night that we were in Hawaii, we spent 3 hours watching The fucking Bachelor.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, we don't fast forward. Usually we fast forward.
We had to watch the whole 3 hours.
All the commercials and everything. We had to watch it.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully we didn't have any other plans, so that was nice. But
I thought it was pretty good. It was the most dramatic finish ever, whatever they say.
We had to like plan out our dinner so that because it starts at 7:00 in Hawaii, so we had to like plan out our life so we were home by 7 to watch it.
Right. What did you think of the whole thing? I actually thought it was good.
I liked it. Because they kept saying like this has never happened in Bachelor history, which I'm like,
and it hasn't because the 2 girls came out together and were friends. And
yes, so he was right. It has never happened in Bachelor history.
And I dug how the girl quit ahead of time. She's like, "Fuck you."
She was very. I thought she
in her mind she said, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
I'm not going to let you. I already know you're not picking me, so I'm telling you you're not picking me. And she did.
And I think
I'm not waiting for
she also did it very like maturely, and she was well spoken.
I think deep down she didn't really think she was right for him anyway, or why he.
She said, which at the after the rose ceremony, she said that she knew after, the fantasy suites that him and Kelsey like exchanged a look, and she was like, "It's not me." Like, I can see it. It's
when he shot her, like the look, and they gave the look to each other.
And she caught it, and she was like,
He's never looked at me that way.
But she like didn't want to give up hope, so she kind of was like, well, let's keep going and see. And he kind of just kept giving her reasons to know it wasn't her.
Right. And she's a pretty tough girl. She denied the fame of being the Bachelorette, right. Which I thought she would just took because
most
why
people
not?
Do, yeah.
But I guess she couldn't handle it or whatever. She wants more privacy or whatever. So they gave it to that one girl, Jen.
Yes.
Is she from Hawaii? I think so. Maybe not.
I don't think so.
Okay, never mind. Maybe because I thought we were in Hawaii.
Right.
So
no,
I thought,
she's not.
Yeah. And did we watch Vanderpump Rules while we were there?
We were like a week behind, so we watched one episode, but we're not caught up.
I'm not
with
sure.
It.
Hopefully, it gets really good.
I heard that the last like 7 episodes are like
really good.
Yeah, I heard an interview with like Lala or something. She said it gets good.
Okay, we need to see the good stuff. Then we watched that one show, The Valley.
The Valley. With
I wasn't that into it, but now we're fucking watching it because it's in the queue basically.
Yeah, I gotta see what happens. Kristen's always dramatic.
Right. So people that watch that.
What else are we gonna watch? Also.
What?
What else are we gonna watch?
Yeah, NCAA basketball. Everybody's watching.
Yeah, but that's almost done too.
Right. If Kylie, if Purdue and UConn get in there, Kylie's gonna win her pool.
I think I'm gonna win anyways.
Oh, you might win anyways.
I think I'm gonna win either way.
That's pretty good.
I mean, I can't really take credit for it because my dad did it with me.
Didn't he help you, or did you both do it, or he mainly did it?
We were on the same page with a lot of stuff. There were some I didn't know, so those he helped me with. Oh. But we were kind of on the same page with a lot. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the other things in Hawaii that we did, we took a bunch of pictures, and actually that night we did the balloon toss, I wore my
Juicy Tits?
No, I wore my Juicy Tits shirt, and everybody complimented me about that.
Yes, because it says Get Tit-Faced on the front.
Get Tit-Faced. And we drank some Juicy Tits vodka.
Yes.
And
we made sure to do a photo op.
And we made sure everybody loved this commercial. Honey, guess what time it is?
Happy hour?
Yep, I made your favorite Juicy Tits vodka cocktail.
Fantastic. Thanks, babe. Love you.
And I love you. And your Juicy Tits.
Go to JuicyTitsVodka.com to get your own bottle of Juicy Tits, where life is the party.
And that day, I was the party, right? And we sent a whole care package of Life with Eric stuff along with a Christmas present. My agent, she lives in Chicago, and she's my LA agent, but lives in Chicago. She posted a big reel on social media just opening it, and it's April 1st, basically.
Right.
And I sent her at Christmas time. And she called it a media kit, which I thought was kind of fun.
Oh,
it kind of was a media kit.
It kind of is a media kit.
Yeah, she had the hat on.
I would call it a media kit.
But it was nice. She showed all our products and wore them and everything else. So I thought that was
She pimped us out a little.
Yeah. And lately we've been doing YouTube shorts.
Yes.
And they've been getting a lot of views. Believe it or not, the biggest view one was the one with Podcast Dan.
The Jameson one?
Yeah. I mean, everybody had comments about the Jameson, and not as many comments about Dan as about the Jameson and how much he drinks and stuff like that. But
okay.
But yeah, so I started doing these YouTube shorts, which is a little different. So if you see us on social media, that's kind of what we do. A lot of people like the episode with Podcast Dan.
Yeah.
My mom said Dan has a little bit of diarrhea of the mouth, and I said yes, he does.
I'm not going to make a comment to that.
That my mom has diarrhea of the mouth? My mom equally has diarrhea of the mouth. And I have diarrhea of the mouth, so.
Right.
But a lot of people like that podcast. So
great. Don't tell Dan that. He's going to want to come on all the time. He's going to try to replace me.
Right. He is. He goes, I can talk more than Kylie. Jeez, she can't talk at all.
It's not the talking. It's the little one-liners you got to zing in there.
Yeah. Kylie's good at that.
He's going to make fun of you, like find the booger on your back.
Yeah, right. How's Dan going to find the booger? He wouldn't be putting sunscreen on his back, so he wouldn't be able to find the booger. And I noticed, again, sometimes when I get guests on, I trample over them and I talk over them.
It's like your nerves?
I just think I got to move things along, but I really don't. Right, I really don't. But I noticed at the first half of Dan's podcast, I was trampling over him a little bit. And then I think I realized I did it. Then I backed off a lot.
At least you realized, I guess.
Yeah. So sorry about that. That's what I do sometimes.
Ramble.
But I got to remember just to settle in and sit back when I have a guest. But I always feel like I want to fire some questions off and where we're going with this.
It's like you don't want to get them to be nervous and not talk, so you just keep going and
right.
going.
And then Dan, I got to make sure I rein him in a little bit because I don't know what he's going to say.
He didn't need any reining in.
No,
he
was fine. He didn't cross many lines. I might have crossed more lines with him because I prompt him on some stuff.
Right.
About screwing leprechauns and weird shit like that. So I don't know, but people did like that podcast. So that was cool. Good feedback.
Good job,
on that
Dan.
One. Good job, podcast Dan. And he called me today and say, "Where's the material? What's going on?"
Right.
We're late.
We are late today, and we also were like, "We're gonna do it at like 3," and then all of a sudden it's like 4, and we're like, "Oh, maybe we."
I know.
Let's get dinner first.
Right.
It's hard to get back to reality.
I know. Did we ever talk about? My mom's gonna kill me. I even bring this up. Did we talk about this last week on our last week's podcast where I sneezed?
I think so.
Okay, I won't even bring it up.
Because I think I made fun of you.
I sneezed and it ripped the fart.
Yes.
Like it ripped and it hurt.
Ripped your asshole. I think we talked about it.
Okay, well then we're gonna skip. We're gonna move on.
Pretty sure we did. That must be really like in your brain.
I just saw my notes here and I keep seeing it won't go away.
Did you do it again?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Just checking.
Everything's. I mean. We did talk about it. Where it's so tight and you sneeze, boom, and everything just rips out of you.
And then you like coughed and farted also, like the next day.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, people don't want to hear. People definitely do not want to hear about that.
It's reality. It happens to everybody.
They want to hear about Hawaii. They want to hear about. With Hawaii, we come home to the snow.
Oh yeah, it was
lovely.
Snowing yesterday, and last night we woke up to like an inch. Well, I don't think it was an inch.
I know, enough to be like, ugh.
A coating of snow.
Yeah. So now we're back to real life.
Right.
Now. All the kids made it back. Sky's on a plane right now, ready to land. She stayed an extra day and whooped it up with Charlie and Grandma and Papa.
Right.
They sleep in the living room. They stayed one night with my mom and dad.
It's the bed a pull out?
Yeah, it was a pull out. So my mom's like, gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning and starts talking to him, says, "Hey, I don't want to wake you guys up, but as a full-on..."
I'm going to make like coffee.
Yeah, make like coffee and have a full-on conversation. She goes, and then as she's talking for 15 minutes, she goes, "I'll get you up at 6 instead of 5. It's already 6 almost.
They're like, we're up.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we're up and we're talking to us. Yeah. But they had a really good time with them. And
I did pre-warn Sky. I was like, if you want to wake up at 5, stay at Grandma's.
Yeah, they get up early, man.
They do.
Yeah. I mean, your parents get up early.
No, I don't think up that early.
Not that early. My parents, my mom gets up early. But
my mom wouldn't talk to me, though.
Oh, yeah, she wouldn't talk. My mom wants full conversation in the morning.
They would take the dog out, though, which is nice.
Oh.
I used to do that, and when we go to Grego with Tinka, I would just open the door, and she'd go down, and they'd take her potty.
Oh, then you get up 4 hours later?
Yeah. I'll do that with Nora one day.
Right. Life with Eric podcast is brought to you by doTERRA Essential Oils. You can get this from Asa Mueller, and her handle at Insta is at this essential life.
Right.
It's also sponsored by Petrilla Concrete Construction, who we went to Hawaii with.
Yes.
Mom and Dad, Mark and Mel, and all the kids.
All the little Petrillas.
Yeah. They all got Mark's kids do good on the plane, man.
Yeah, they do great.
They're well traveled though. They travel lots, so.
Well, I mean, I run into only little guy.
And I kept asking him. I said, "Do you want to sit with me?" And he goes, "No." I go, "Well, do you want candy? I got lots of candy."
Surprisingly, he's like, "No."
Yeah, he still said no. He said no to everything.
Just wants to sit next to Mel.
I could bribe him if I really had the candy out there, though.
Right, you didn't really have any.
Right. But yes, we made it all back from Hawaii. And we're waiting for...
What are we waiting for?
Your birthday.
Oh, that is in like a month now.
Yeah, Kylie's birthday is May 3rd, so we're going to have if you really want to go, hit us up. We'll see. But we're probably a lot of people listening to this podcast are going to be coming to this party anyway. We're going to have a Cinco de Mayo. What's it called?
Whoa, we're going to have a Derby Day / Cinco de Mayo party.
Yeah, Kentucky Derby.
So like a Kentucky Derby with tacos.
Right. Should we wear sombreros instead of derby hats?
No.
Oh.
I mean, you could.
We're going to another party. Your sister's having some party.
Right, is the Kentucky Derby theme as well.
Is that the week before?
2 weeks before.
Why would they have a Kentucky Derby theme 2 weeks before?
I think because it's just close enough.
And we dress like we're going to the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wear a little derby hat.
I mean, you don't have to dress like you're going to the Kentucky Derby at my party.
I mean, you should wear an old-fashioned suit or something.
Right.
I guess people wear suits like
to the Derby?
Don't they wear like those cob hats to the Derby? Like,
I don't know what a cob hat is.
like a white cob hat with a brim on it, and it's like a.
What's a cob hat?
I call them cob hats.
I think
They're
you
white.
made that up.
No. They're like a hat with a brim on it, like a straw hat with a not a straw hat. They're rigid,
Okay.
like a carnival guy would wear.
A carnival
Like
guy.
a carnival guy that says, "Get on the
I get what
scale
you're
and
talking
we'll weigh
about.
you."
That's not called a cob hat, though.
I don't know. It's kind of white cob hat.
I know what you're talking about, though.
That's what I'm gonna get. One of those.
Well, you might want to figure out the name of it because you're not going to be able to Google cob hat.
I think it is cob hat. I'm sure it is cob hat now.
You're going to get a
Now that
cob salad.
Now that you're saying this,
It's
But
not
it-
cob.
yeah, look it up on the internet. And if you like this podcast, rate us a 5, follow us, subscribe, share us with a friend. It really helps. We're starting to get more views and listens, so everything is happening, and it's really helping us out. We need one more sponsor. That would be good. Juicy Tits, thank you very much.
Yes.
Anyway, dear, while you're looking that up,
What?
last call. Who
I
are we going
just
to cheers
want you
today?
to see what I get when I put in cob hat. It's a cob of corn.
Basically, corn on the cob on someone's head. That's
Right.
a cob hat. I swear to God, somebody write enters them a cob hat.
I'll figure it out what it is by next week.
Carnival hat, then. That's the hat you got to wear to the Kentucky Derby party. So who are we cheersing today, babe?
We got a cheers to, oh my gosh, Kelly and Tyler for getting married. Congratulations.
Kelly and Tyler, you're now married folks. Now it's time to get old.
Welcome. Yeah.
Welcome to the old folks club. You're married and you have a kid. There you go. It all
Life
starts.
is over. No.
Yeah, it all
Just
starts
joking.
now, and you're getting old. But yeah, wedding was beautiful.
It was.
Gretchen, Sean, good job. Got one.
Good job.
Got one married and out the door, and you're going to the next one.
Right.
But anyway, yes, we had a lot of fun, and cheers, you guys.
Yes. Cheers. I actually literally found one, and it's called a Derby Grosgreen straw boater hat.
So it is a derby hat. That's what I mean. It had the ribbon on it
It's
and
not
everything.
a cob hat.
I don't know what cob came from. Maybe it's like a corn cob pipe with that thing.
Jesus.
Subscribe or follow us on wherever you listen to your podcast, or just go to our website at lifewitheric.com.
And don't forget to follow us on social media for updates and a closer look into My Life with Eric. To all of our listeners out there, remember, it's always happy hour here.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Love you, baby.
Love you.